The Nerds of SA. We do album reviews, and this week we're bringing you an album review of Family Values, an album by Riky Rick. Well, first of all, the album to me was nice. I enjoyed it. I feel like though he did false advertising on the album, because what he did at first was he brought us, singles, and the singles were banging, were out there, were 10-up songs. I mean, he brought us Nafukwan, he brought us Amantomazana, which I think from Barbershop to Amantomazana, it was a different Riky Rick, and it's what made him what he is today. Then we were not even anticipating that, and it brought us Boss Zonke, Baba, and that was a killer tune, and that made us, even wait, even, it made us not even, we couldn't even wait for the album. Everyone was looking forward to the album, and I feel like when he brought the album finally, and I listened to it, most of the songs there were a different Riky Rick than what I've heard in the singles. Which was not bad though, because for example, the first song that I liked on the album was the second song after the intro, which was A Time to Love. On that track, I think he killed it mostly because I relate to it so much, being a DJ and traveling so much and going to places far from home, leaving my girlfriend behind, or even the struggle of even finding a girlfriend who believes you love them, and the thing that the song is saying, that there is no time to love when you're hustling, when you're busy, you know what I'm saying, but you are trying to be happy. I relate to the song so much. I can talk about the song because I relate to it so much. And then the other songs, Machiavelli, I think I really liked it, although it's just so risky to name a song after Machiavelli. I don't know if you agree with me, but it makes people want to listen to why are you gonna be even feeling like Machiavelli.
Yeah, but like, who was Machiavelli? Exactly. It's like, to most people, like, he doesn't, like, to the average man, how many people actually know Machiavelli? That's the question too.
I think
Tupac wasn't Machiavelli.
Tupac wasn't Machiavelli.
Tupac wasn't Machiavelli.
Exactly. Yes. So most people have that notion.
Yes, and but it's very risky because it was Tupac who associated himself with Machiavelli. Yes. And in the hip hop sphere, if Tupac did it and you want to do it, then it's too risky. You want to follow in the footsteps of Tupac. I think in terms of Riky Rick, he means it it means that in a context of he wants to be like Tupac, because in the other songs he says 94 if Pac was here, which Pac would be in Soweto and shit, that but I'll get to that. But what I'm saying right now is I liked the songs. I like Shining. I think Shining, Sondela, those are the typical songs you'd wait for in this album after hearing about Boss Zonke and Come Alive featuring Malum Kulket and Casper Vest. Those are what we are listening to in South Africa right now. It's what represent a South African hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And they are dope tracks. I mean, Shining, it surprised me.
Dope house.
It's a house song with a house beat on that. It's even it spits well in that song. Although I feel in other songs, which is I think he rushed the album.
Yeah.
Listening to other songs, he rushed the album. But what I'm saying is, on those songs, he killed it.
Came through.
You know what I'm saying? Come Alive, Shining, Boss Zonke, as we know, Nafukwan, Time to Love, those songs killed it for me. I think they made the album nice for me, and I'd recommend it.
So I'm very honored to even have this opportunity to be talking about this guy, man. I think he's a pioneer in a weird way, for the young generation. You'll be shocked of what I think about this album, in fact, because we'd all discussed it before. We all said, But I must agree with him on one thing. A few points, in fact. My bad. A few points. Construction of this album. He killed it. I'm sorry. he killed the construction in terms of the idea, conceptual. I don't know about the execution,
Conception.
but conceptually, it's one of the best conceptual albums we've had. There's growth within our South African market. His thought process could have been better, obviously. But the way that he put out this album, the way that it was packaged, proper, photo shoot proper, cover of it looks proper, even though it's still controversial in terms of like he took it from Game or whoever. It's not a matter for us.
He did though.
He did, fine, you can say that, but like it's not a matter for us right now. Riky Rick is pushing boundaries with the work that they're doing right now. Boys and Parks, yo, gotta give them props. And he's one of the shining members. I'm not saying he's the best lyricist.
Is he like the boss zonke?
I'm not saying he's the best lyricist or anything. So yeah, getting back to the album and what went on, production obviously killer. I agree with you, 100%. Riky Rick is a master at killing production. That's why they had beef with Les, because he was killing it. He was killing his production. He was killing his production 100%, and he didn't get the credit that he was due. Now look where he's at, and look where Les is at with his career. Right there. One of my favorite tracks on this album is the one with Black Motion.
Ambelela.
Yeah. I know. He's on key, man. He's even flowing on key. But obviously, the one that I like, you know, as a guy that's trying to audition on that type of vibe, and come alive. Hands down. Dish, dish. Conceptually, by Bulalile, they all stuck to concept. Each one of them is actually killing it, you know. But yeah, la integi my Bulalenga. We actually ruined everything, right? Was try to go beyond his intellect. I'm so it sounded like that after a while, you know, where you taking on too much. You're taking on way too much, but everything else looked very dope. Because for me, it felt like one thing. You know, you're dating a fly-ass chick, right? Very fly-ass chick, but she doesn't have brains. That's what the album feels like to me.
Yeah. The whole album.
The whole album for me. The whole album feels like that to me. That's on a personal level. Very well constructed. There's dope tracks. We all know them. Dude, I don't even have to repeat myself about Abo Pozonke, Abo Come Alive. There's tracks that are actually proper. Amantomazane, all tracks. But now with the Amantomazane, another problem. Sorry, before I finish. And into a balance game sometimes. Amantomazane, hearing from, doing research, it's actually it's a very old song, which was conceptually Yamalum Kulket. So do we give Riky Rick Leo credit for Leo Ngoma? Fine, it's on his album, but let's just call me creation in Ngoma. This is your favorite song. But like, who do we give credit to if that's one of your favorite? Yeah, that's another question. You see?
Have you seen that on the album? If it gives someone else a credit? Or?
I've not personally, but like we stand corrected. I stand corrected too. I also stand corrected on what's it. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the album. I didn't listen to it too much, but my problem was one thing. There was a certain thing that kind of made me get lost. Content wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
That's why. That's my last final thoughts on what happened to the album.
I have to be really honest. I didn't really like this album at all. Like, I think, I played it 3 times and I was like, I'm not gonna play this again. and I'm gonna explain why. When I saw the album art on Instagram, I think he uploaded I uploaded that, and he mentioned when the album will be out, and I looked at the cover. I'm like, wow, he's got his kid.
Exactly.
The album is called Family Values. I mean, I'm a dad too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, I think I'm going to relate to this, and I can't wait to have this. And I feel very betrayed, when I actually got the CD and I play it. It's not about that. Okay, the song that you mentioned, "Time to Love."
You're right.
It's a very relevant song to this concept that he was bringing in. Exactly. The next song where he sing about his friend, I think is Dallas.
Yeah.
That's a bit relevant too, because it does fall under this whole concept that he was trying to bring forward.
But with adding to what you're saying right now, don't you feel like he was also trying too hard to try and put the whole the name of the album within the songs, like
Oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah. That too, but you see, when I thought about that after I played the CD, I felt like exactly what DJ Faken said.
Yeah.
This CD was premature.
Yeah.
I think that he was supposed to work more, put more singles out there and stuff like that.
Beforehand,
And because what he was trying to do here is not what he actually did.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Didn't get what we
this
expected.
Machiavelli song he's correctly saying that he likes it musically, but it's still not
Enough.
what I'm looking for. Papa song, I liked it because of the mind that I had when I was going into listening to this album.
Nice.
And I mean, okay, production wise, damn, this guy's good.
Yeah, no.
You know,
That's
you know,
that we can't argue.
Yeah,
you-
no,
when-
that we can't
exactly. When I talk about him, I usually say he's our, he's our local Kanye in a way. He's a producer that can rap.
And he's smart.
You know, he's smart too, exactly. But my favorite song in this album, like a song that I actually repeated, was track 12, 94. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
I really liked it a lot. But even though there are a lot of inconsistencies in it,
Yes, there are
like what you said, Tupac and Soweto and Brown Dash. I understand these guys from KZN. Brown Dash is from Gauteng. Like, now how do you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What exactly Brown Dash did with them? How did he get to be part of them? What
okay,
did he do?
I was reading on Hype. I think Hype magazine. They had a, I think Brown Dash was the guy that sort of.
Give them a break.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Gave him a break.
Even I know he's saying that this whole thing with Dallas. I don't know if it's a beef because he doesn't describe it like that. Actually, he's saying that they've been. It looks like they were working together on Dallas and whatnot.
Yeah, they were.
But then Dallas sort of got his breakfast, and he didn't look back.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So when Casper came along and Brown Dash and the others, they sort of revived this thing.
Yeah,
in
because he
him.
was almost ready to give up.
Yes, something like that. Yeah, so that's how this relationship that they're having with Casper and Brown Dash is sort of coming about and all
The
that.
late Brown Dash.
But in general, I mean, for me, I don't like this album at all. Like like these songs that you're mentioning, these singles that he mentioned like Boss Zonk and the others. I feel he was supposed to bury the songs in this album.
Yeah,
like he was supposed to put them somewhere at the end. Like, I'm fine with Nafuku, Amantomazan being at the end. They're not relevant to this. Boss Zonk, don't make it track 4.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm already
100%.
you know what I'm saying? But anyway, for me, I mean, I don't think I will play this again. But well,
Well, with me, I didn't get the identity of who Riky Rick really is, because I'm that guy who needs to understand where you're coming from lyrically. What are you trying to teach me in your art? As an artist and as a hip hop artist, basically, it's what I'm looking for in an album, just to trigger me intellectually. I didn't get that, and his flow. For me, there was nothing, there was nothing. It was just like pouring water,
Yo, I feel his flow.
There was nothing.
I disagree with you because
Yeah.
I think his flow. I think, but I think he flows. I mean, I didn't see a problem mostly with how he flows. I had a problem with what he said.
I was with what everybody has pointed out, production-wise. Absolutely, man. There are many. There is a lot that is evident that he did some music. He went to a music school, because when it comes to the construction of his songs, there are no flaws. He constructively, his songs are great. Even the way he lays down the choruses, dope. Production, dope. Content. That's my issue right there. Content. What are you saying? What are you selling to me? Where are you coming from? And if you're gonna use Tupac's clips in your album, which Tupac? In what angle are you coming as Tupac? If you're gonna be, yes, if you're gonna,
Where were you?
yeah, exactly. Where were you in Thug Life? And another thing, Tupac was a lot of things.
Yeah.
So in what way are you coming? Don't you, like you said?
Well,
It's
yeah.
too ambitious.
That's actually
It is ambitious,
Yes.
but when we can take it, when I believe, I don't know what you think, guys, because when you take it figuratively,
Yeah.
with the Tupac thing,
Mm.
he's saying when he looked up to Tupac when he was young because of his uncle. When uncle picked him up from school playing Tupac,
Yeah.
then he felt like I could do this.
Yeah.
I could shine like this.
Yeah.
Like he's asking.
Yeah,
but
I'm
then
asking
he's
though.
Not, he's
Yes.
not disagreeing
I'm
with
saying
what-
Yes,
figuratively.
I get you.
Yeah, but he's not disagreeing with
Yes.
you. But he's saying,
Mm.
where is he?
Exactly.
Like, in
In
terms
his
of
mind.
state of mind.
Yeah.
Where does he fit in?
In
Where
Tupac's
does-
life.
Yeah, where does he
Yes.
see himself?
No,
think
I'm a reflection. Is not in Tupac's life. In terms of Tupac was a lot of things, as he said. Tupac
Yeah.
was a poet.
Yeah,
Tupac was an
an
actor.
activist.
Tupac was this guy that was just out here, a thug, on some thug life type of
But
situation.
in terms of what he was listening to, in terms of what he was listening to, which was music of Tupac, not the poetry. Not Uncle was playing Tupac.
Yes,
In South
yes,
Africa, we
yes,
mostly played the music of Tupac. In SA, I mean, people bought albums like Tupac Zonke. You know what I'm saying? But that's where figuratively it feels like he's Machiavelli right now. Being a star, having an album, doing the shows.
But how do you see
No.
yourself too?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying figuratively. That's where I'm understanding it. But
I'm talking-
in the beginning. It wasn't what I was saying. I mean, now I'm saying something else, which is maybe we should look at it figuratively. What is he saying?
As well.
No.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
Yes. Neither am I.
Yeah,
by the way.
that's why when I was talking, I said it. With there's things that I do agree with that he was saying, but I get his point too. What he's trying to ask is, where do you see yourself in this whole thing?
No, but I don't think that's a relevant question. I mean, I think that is correct. Like when I listen to this Machiavelli song and wherever way he's mentioning Tupac, what he's saying is that, you know, in the whole rap thing, obviously you get inspiration somewhere.
Yes.
Like the genre that is sort of in.
Yeah.
Yes, he's inspired by Tupac's music. He is not saying that intellectually speaking, you know,
Yes, I get it.
I am a poet or I am this. He's saying that I am here because I grew
up
inspired
listening to
by
Tupac.
I look at
inspired by Tupac.
Obama today, and
Yes.
tomorrow I'm a president. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm a president like Obama.
All right. Another thing for me, I think I'm gonna repeat it.
Yeah.
Who is he? Who is he lyrically?
Because that's what he said.
You know, who is he? What are you trying to say?
That's what he said.
Yes. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to teach me? If you say you're gonna bring real back, you know.
See,
If you're gonna,
his argument.
No, but he is not saying that. He's not doing that.
He's not doing that.
But you see, with me,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't give this album a lot of listening.
Yes.
But
I give it. I listened to it.
I got
looked for
distracted.
it.
I got distracted a lot in listening to him by sometimes his voice.
That's
Like-
what I'm saying.
Like, you
That's
know,
why I
when you
complain
listen to
about his
Boss
flow.
Wonke, when you listen
you
to
know?
Boss Wonke, when you listen to all these songs that
That's
are.
why I complain about his flow as well. You know.
Explain why I got distracted in actually listening deep to what does he fit in, what is he bringing in. In songs where I'm supposed to listen to him, I get distracted by the way he's trying to roll his English. And
Exactly.
I feel like he's
That's
trying
another
too
thing I was
hard.
gonna
You know
complain
what I'm saying?
about.
And,
Yes,
like,
trying too hard. His accent doesn't flow. His accent doesn't flow. You know. But otherwise, all the things that we've already appreciated about him, I think those are the things that are going to make it marketable out there. You know, it's going to be bought out there. People are going to buy it for tracks like Sondela, where he featured Zano, who's a good vocalist. You know, and there's also Shining. There's also Come Alive. You know, I think that's about it. That's basically, if you listen to the album, not looking for what I'm looking for personally, you're gonna enjoy the album because on production it's good. You know, that's just it. You know, that's just.
Overall, for me, this album was killer, and it was dope, and I'd tell everyone at home who's watching this to go buy it. And it's a good, especially if you like traveling and you'd like to bump that whole album in your car. I think it's dope, except for improve on the interludes, and there's too many interludes and too many things that I don't understand, that are those short clips that make the album big, but I didn't understand what was happening. After laughter, those things, just cut on that and just give us an album with music, man. You're killing it.
Riky Rick, I was called confetti. That's all I can say. You know, you actually tried to do the best of your ability. So I would advise everybody to actually go and buy it, because I don't think the market that I would cater for, me personally, would even bother going and buying this album. So it's pointless for me to say I want lyrical content when you probably can't get to that level.
Okay, Riky, I personally strongly believe that you don't do music for me, but I know that your fan base love this, and you know, and I will say that they should go out and buy and actually buy this CD. I enjoyed the production as well, as you know, and it's actually a very good album for for a long road and stuff when you're not interested in anything. Yeah.
What I was looking for wasn't there lyrically, you know. Otherwise, the music production and all the things that are going to be pushed on the commercial space are going to be okay, you know. It's a 10-up album. for that market for everybody.
Yes, for
He
everybody.
did well for that
Yeah.
market for everybody. He's killing it on the commercial space and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Like you just said, if I want something deep, I'll go to the streets.
Go to the streets.
That's just it. You know.
Yeah. Yo, man, Nerds of SA, you can catch our next show. Tell us what you want to see. You know, let us give you what you want to see. Hit us up on Twitter.